Good day, everyone. Ali Safi here from Safi Financial Network. Today is July 11, 2024. Here is another daily analysis. All right, so we just got the CPI number cooler than expected. Actually, it was negative. And when it is negative, usually market just get it very bad sign from the macro data just because they say potentially a recession is coming sooner than they expected. So let's go to the chart, see what chart tells us. Here is S&P 500 daily chart. So we just got a nice reversal today, pretty sharp sell-off, I should say. Um, in the technology board, we just got a very sharp sell-off, but not a broad base. And if you can believe that, the volume was light. So when volume is just 52 million for SPY, which is the S&P 500, you should take this one as like a sudden reaction. So this is not a beginning of a sharp sell-off or something like that. If it goes to 100 million above, then I would say, yes, take it as a very interesting scenario for a sharp sell-off, and we are heading into kind of like a bigger correction. Why? Because more than 100 million, this means institutions are getting involved. Right now, it's just a low volume, and it was just in semiconductors and big techies, which is important, but the rest of the market were pretty good. And if you just follow me with the entire video, we will cover lots of sectors today, and we will just tell you exactly which sectors are doing better and what's going to be our next strategy to move forward. But right now, I should say, as I warned before, so we are kind of like a last phase of this rally. I don't know if this is going to be a top or this is going to be just another short squeeze, then reversing to the downside. But we are kind of like very close to a significant multi-month top for the market, especially this month of July would be kind of like a significant top as we had this July top here in 2023. And you see after that, we just get into 3 months, a very nice correction before October 27th, which is going to be this year as well. I should say this is going to be the same scenario. We can get into kind of like a very nice correction all the way down here, which is going to be a low 5,000, or it's going to be a 10% or even to 15% correction by election time. And then after election, we should see kind of like a nice rally to the upside after that. But right now, I should say until election time, we will see lots of volatility. And I'm sure that August and September, potentially October as well, is going to be very specifically August. August and September is going to be very bad, I should say, month for the stock market, precious metals. All my cycles are showing that August and September is going to be very brutal. So we'll see how it goes. We are not forecasting again. I'm just referring to my cycles. As you know, I'm kind of like predicting that based on my analysis that we are kind of like in the last phase of this rally, and we should see some kind of like a very bigger correction down the road. We can at least test the previous top, and also this is going to be a nice weekly demand area. So market to this level, so we can go down at least 5 to 10% correction. Specifically within technology, we can get to this level as well. Moving on to, so we just got a stochastic as well, reversal here nicely today. And also RSI is getting back to the downside, a very nice divergence in MACD as well. So all in all, when I see this, IMI is just going down as well, divergence nicely, confirming MACD here as well. So when we are seeing a downside, we can see FSC IMI into oversold condition. This is going to be kind of like the beginning of how we're going to look at the market for the long position. Right now, we are kind of like a cautious, and we are kind of like a increasing our cash. I should say for the first time since 2023, we are increasing our cash for deploying for just being cautious and deploying at the right time. Moving on to Nasdaq, which was leader to the downside today. So Nasdaq, as you see here, a very nice sharp sell-off just happening. And I should say, divergence nicely in MACD, IMI the same, RSI just heading down, as well as stochastic forming a very nice reversal as expected. So as I said, this week and next is going to be a market top. So potentially this is going to be the top, and this is these areas that we were pointing out before. So I remember I just provided these two boxes before. If you just refer 2 weeks, last 2 weeks, I put these two boxes here before even breakout of this flag. So I said a market can have another hike to this area, but this is gonna be the significant top. Yesterday I increased the top here just in case if market breaks through, but today we didn't see that breakthrough. CPI number, as I said, is kind of like a cooler than expectation, and that's kind of like giving a market at least a freak to the technology war. So Nasdaq is leading to the upside right now. It is leading to the downside, and we should see Nasdaq as a leader, specifically semiconductors. So we can see some kind of like a break here, somewhere around 19,900, which is going to be the first support. Potentially this support is coming tomorrow. Or I should say if we see some kind of like a bounce or consolidation, we should just get ready for another sharp sell-off to here, which is going to be a fantastic scenario for buy. I'm just looking for this area to buy, but we are not buying at this level at all. Also, for the first time, I should say, as I said, 6 months or a year, or even more than that, I'm getting to short position, hedging my portfolio. Moving on to Dow, which continuing to the upside nicely, specifically when financials, they did great today. So lots of financial names, lots of different individual names, actually, they did great. Uber did fantastic. CCI did fantastic. CoStar did fantastic. So all those individual names, especially home builders, ITB, it got just power to the upside. Right now, Dow is getting into this important pivotal point, but I should say a new all-time high is going to be a potential scenario for Dow before a significant top. So potentially Dow is going to head to the top next week, while the other ones actually are already top today. So gold, a breakthrough to the nice upside nicely. So gold is just continuing to the upside. 43 actually dollar, $44 to the upside. This is great. And also I should say the gold can go higher even to 2490, 2500. This is my first and conservative target. It can stretch out more. I'm kind of like selling my positions here. Based on my cycles, I believe that if gold just break through, we should just see some kind of like a good sell-off after that happens. And we'll see how it goes. Silver, actually, it was not that strong. Strong, like a 2% to the upside. It is good. But I should say when gold is 2% almost, silver should just go 4% or something like that. But it doesn't follow through properly. But we will give silver benefit of that. Still, silver can hike higher as well. Moving on to crude, which was positive, just confirming yesterday bounce. Today, crude just got 39 points to the upside, and getting above $83. Right now, I should say crude can go to this gap as well for a maximum stretch and then getting back to downside. If the next time comes down, that's going to be a fantastic short opportunity. A stop loss here. You can just get a crude. This is the first target. This is the second target, and potentially it's coming to low 17s. Yeah, low 70s down the road. Moving on to individual names, starting with Bitcoin, just rejecting nicely today as well, another shooting star. So Bit cannot even get to top of this candle. So lots of sellers here, and Bit can go down afterwards. Ethereum, the same situation here. So just $11 gain, but this is a higher shadow here. So when Ethereum is showing like this, Bit is showing like that. So this means they're going to go down. If Ethereum goes back down again, they're going to beat up this pivot, and Ethereum can go all the way down to 23 to 2400 down the road. So we'll see how it goes. Moving on to the rock star for today in a downside, bond yield, just the CPI is smashing the bond yield down. It goes to important demand area, which is important level. So we should see some kind of like a bounce. The bond yield, if you see a bounce, that's going to be great. I just want to show you something pretty neat. So if bond yield goes down just a day or two, below 4.41%, then it's gonna be the bond yield top for multi-year. So I'm just gonna zoom out here to show you exactly what I'm referring to. So this is kind of like the neckline for a bigger head and shoulder here. So this head and shoulder works nicely so far. So this is kind of like an important level. If it goes below, as I said, 4.41, we can see a back test, sharp sell-off, potentially just a hiccup, and then sell-off after that. Sub 4% is coming this year. If this happens very nicely, it can go, the time frame is going to be September to November. So the lower rate is coming, folks. We should just be patient about it. But I should say bond yield is forming kind of like another drop. And when that drop happens, that's going to be kind of like the scenario that everyone is just piling onto this TLT. Treasury, just a uptick today and a 1%, but sellers just took profit here. So Treasury still can go another hike to the upside, 95 to 97. I should say this is going to be very important pivot here. If it breaks through 103, 105, maximum level that I have for Treasury this year, nothing more. But I believe that right now it is on the right path to get here as well. VIX uptick today, but sellers to control last hour trading session. Still, VIX is not there just because the rally to the drop today or sell-off was not broad-based first. Second, it was on low volume. So that's why VIX didn't spike up. Otherwise, 2% down in Nasdaq, VIX is supposed to go like 8%, 9% to the upside. It didn't happen just because it was not a broad-based sell-off. Dixie coming down, a neckline is broken already. So that's what I'm saying. So Dixie is kind of like a leading, and this head and shoulder on Dixie is broken to the downside, although we just got a support here just because of this. And this neckline is broken. If we see some kind of like a consolidation, this means this pivot is going to broken to the downside, and we can get to 101 to 102. So this is going to be interesting. Moving on to magma indicator, going down to the sharply. So this bullish consolidation fails. And this means when we are getting below this white range bar, any bounce could be a sell. Apple, just 2% to the downside. This is beautiful, guys. So we just got a very important, but very simple symmetry for a market. This is very pure technical analysis. We just measured the maximum stretch of Apple can go. And I just put this box yesterday and I said, hey guys, we are at the highest level of the maximum stretch and we should see some kind of like a pullback. Today, we just got a nice one black Crude, which is a very significant top information candle. I know with one candle, we can't open another position, but this is very strong, specifically when 2-3 different things are coming together at the same time. You should just rely on that. Amazon, 2.37% to the downside. Just this shadow is for like people who are short, just taking their profit. So that's why market just bounced a bit. Meta just coming down as well, just challenging this wide range bar here. 4% to the upside. Microsoft, 2.48% to the downside. Google, 2.93% to the downside. So all in all, when Google broken this trend line, I should say Google can go all the way down to 157, 160, which is going to be $30 less. Netflix at 24.90 down today, 3.65%. This bull flag is felt already, so we can see more downside. Beautiful. Tesla goes down, and even after hours, it goes lower as well. So we just got into short position 2-3 days ago with pull option with Tesla and also stock as well. Tesla paid off nicely, guys. So even in a higher level and even on the drop, we just got it. We nailed it, folks. Congratulations for those ones who just got involved, and Tesla goes down as well today. I believe that tomorrow is going to going down more, and we can potentially close the second half of put option. We just paid, I think, 70% or something profit today. We will continue our profit tomorrow. Semiconductor index, SMH, great reversal. This is one of the beautiful bearish engulfment at the top with a great divergence and pattern is forming. Everything is coming together for a nice sell-off. So when we get below this pivotal point, we can get all the way down to top of this demand area, nice test, which is going to be 232 to 236. So this one is coming down the road here, which is going to be another $30 down. Moving on to stocks, the same pattern here, goes down. Taiwan Semiconductor goes down here, 3.43%. AMD, $2 down. Actually, AMD was strong, but here, NVIDIA, fantastic. Even after hours, it goes lower. NVIDIA goes down 126. This is the same scenario here when SMH is leading, NVIDIA is lagging. So this is kind of like another scenario. If we get below this 116, here's the level that I'm waiting for long time. So we will see how it goes. Moving on to Texas Instruments, $3.63 down today. So we sold, actually scaled out Texas today as well. Yes, I did scale out Texas. My position, we bought Texas, folks, here, 146. Can you imagine? So we bought here somewhere around November. Today, we just scaled out. Congratulations, folks, and subscribers as well. Moving on to Lam Research, fantastic sell-off here. So this is a great, marvelous sell-off. You can't just name it whatever you want, but this is a great pattern here. We may see a bounce just because this is kind of like short-term, another bounce here, short-term 1,000, and then this one can go down sub 1,000, and potentially it can go down here 815 for long-term in October time, not tomorrow. Moving on to XLF, which is financials, going higher as well. KBE actually $1.71, 3.63% to the upside. Great move, multi-month consolidation broken up. So banks are fantastically doing higher. KRE, remember that we were pretty bullish on this. Regional banks did great, 4.21% to the upside. JP Morgan, just the consolidation here. Goldman, new all-time high, 34 cents up, but the Doji bar not as strong. Bank of America did better, 7 cents up, and also Wells Fargo, 44 cents up. So big banks actually are not doing great just because they're lagging. Regional banks are leading for now, which they are, they will be beneficiary of the lower rates. So that's why they're just doing well. GDX going higher today as well, 2.81% to the upside. Gold miners sparking higher nicely. Fantastic move. Congratulations to all those folks that they are following us. We just nailed it, guys. For the gold miners, we nailed it. So GDXJ, $1.53 up. If you haven't watched my video for the gold miner cycle, I'm gonna put a link up there. So make sure watch this one. So here is the link, and make sure watch this one because you know exactly for newbies how I covered this sector and why we were so bullish. AEM, $1.34 up, great move. I know it's kind of like a hanging man, but it is in a sector that we should see some kind of like a more momentum to the upside. Newmont, great move today here. So this pattern works fantastically. So Newmont right now, $47.51, I believe, is coming for Newmont. The loss of resistance here, but for 50 to 51, that's going to be the target here. Franco-Nevada, $1.75 up. It's lagging. It's not leading at all, but Franco can go higher to this level, 130. That's going to be a potential scenario for Franco. Gold barrick at 35 cents up. Gold barrick can go higher to $18, $19. Moving on to XLE, which is the energy spider, going higher today. So energy can go test this 91. Not sure if it can break through. XOP, $2.44 up. OH, $7 up. This is a breakout, guys. We don't know yet. So 322 can come to the play, and it's gonna test it. But this is nice pattern though. I know energy. I'm kind of like a bearish on crude, but this one is bullish. Exxon, $1.33 up, and Chevron 13 cents up. So here's the shadow for Chevron. Seems like it doesn't have momentum even get to the trend line. All right. I believe I covered everything. If you like this video, as always, please smash the like button, subscribe to our channel, and share it with your friends, relatives who are interested in this type of analysis. Have a fantastic evening. See you on the chart. Bye-bye.